These roosters been waking up for 2 hours now. That barge just came from Iloilo. They're gonna go down here to the Kangarangan River and buy rock and sand. The mountain, when it rains, erosion from the mountain comes down in the river. Then they dig it up and sell it to these barges. And I heard some of them make Chinese islands. Chinese buy some of them and they make Chinese islands out of them. I don't know if that's true or not really. That's the rumor. Hopefully that's not true. I know they got to buy 3/4 rock and sand to build to make concrete. Expand the city in Iloilo. Come on, let's walk and talk. So, I've been busy with hauling those rocks and ordering them, and I have to spend a lot of time waiting on the road because they would dump the rocks, the boulders, the riprap rocks. The rocks I want out here, just like I piled up at this fence. I still haven't finished, but I had some stuff with the family to do today. Dentist adjustment, rubber band dentist thingy. And I haven't had a chance, because I've been so busy, I haven't really had a chance to check out the beach. How is the erosion going? There's another typhoon twirling around out there. Wow. The river is still coming up here close. I'm gonna go out here, hold on. Wow. It's like a big cliff right there. Well, I can see what the water's been doing. The river hadn't stopped. And but my wall is still protecting my fence somewhat. And I'll show it to you in a second, but I'll look at these clouds back here. Let's check that out too. Wow. You see the storms right underneath the thunderhead out there. And you see my bank all ate up. Normally the sand is right up there where that greenery is, but you see the distance from there to there. I think a little bit of the sand has came back, but the river has not stopped. But if you remember, that wall fell down, and they haven't been to the house to see about anything or not. I don't even know if they know. I don't know their phone number. I know they got a caretaker that lives around here somewhere, not close. But this wall is not far from being undermined itself. So I was hoping this would at least block the river from coming down there. But you can see the flow of it. Let me show you. Before it was just going around the wall only, but you remember I put them sandbags, and you see how the river flows now. It gets up there and goes around the sandbags. And then it continues on. It goes back down towards mine. Instead of going that way, it just went back in there. So our plan is to build the wall, this wall out to here, somewhere out here, straight out, make it 1 meter thick instead of what is that, 12 to 18 inches. It's 12 to 18 inches thick now. We're gonna make it 1 meter thick. Come out to about here and then angle this way some, so that the end of it can't get a blunt force trauma, like from a log. Or it's less likely, you know, it'll be an angle. When something comes flowing down, it'll hit at an angle. So the river then comes down here right in front of my fence, right in front of my steps, and goes on down there and goes out. But we're also going to, I see this dirt fell in some more. There's somebody, dogs and stuff, been climbing up there, trying to get into that yard right there. So I don't know. And then the river keeps going down there, then it goes out to sea right over there. That's how the river goes. Wow. Wow. I tried to get my daughter to come out here with me, but she just found out she has some schoolwork. She's got to check everybody else's scores. I don't know. She's some kind of team leader or something like that. Anyway, there's a barge down there. I hope my fence don't fall down. Hello. I hope my fence don't fall down. I hope my fence don't do that. Aye, that's very bad. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money to build that. Bye. Bye. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna build these two walls out farther. That one has been broken off. That's why I put that sandbags right there, to try to keep it away from my fence, you know, the beach wall. And you know, this is what happens if you don't have a little jetty. The water goes, you know, when it gets bad, rough, it goes right up to your fence, because it sweeps down this. The waves come in at an angle, because all the typhoons that go up towards Manila suck a band of power from here, and it goes this way. And so the waves come this way too. And then when it gets to raining and it comes down off the mountain, it all turns into a river going this way. And so that's why my little jetty wall here, instead of it being bare and completely ate up like this, my jetty wall still has some sand from the past, because this wall is protecting it. But you know, that it gets to flowing fast through here when it rains real hard, and a log hit this. I know what happened, because right before that happened, I saw, like, you know, because of a heavy rain, about 10 logs came down on this beach down here. And I guess I called it up, because I said, man, I hope one of those logs don't come down this river and hit my fence. But I was thinking my fence, because I thought this wall could take it. But we're gonna make this thing a meter wide. and like I said, angle this in, this wall come out and then in this way to field some of that, you know, where it'll block the river from there. So out on the outer edge will be where it takes the most force, because that's where the flow will be. The flow won't be going as hard up in that corner like where the wall is now. It will be stopped there and the flow will be coming around the wall. So if you have an angle on the end, it will lessen the force of the wood and stuff pounding it all the time. So that's that. Some sand has came back to this beach, but not up by my fence though, not yet, because the rain, it keeps eating it away right there because of the rain off the mountain. And even when this wall comes out and gets angled, I don't think, if the best case scenario is going to make a cut right here. But until this sand gets filled back in, that river's going to continue to come back here. But when it gets filled back in, it'll fill in all the way down there. But I noticed up there, the water that comes off the mountain down here flows down the ditch, and then there's a culvert across the road that sends that, instead of sending it all on down the road to the major outage down there, it has a culvert that sends it under the road, and it comes out right over there by that fence right there, on this side of that fence. And there's really nothing, I don't know, there's nothing I can do about it. Not really. Anyway, I can build these walls out, and I'm gonna strengthen this bank. We'll put about, these walls are gonna take about, that wall will probably take a square meter. It'll probably take 1 truckload for that, and 3/4 of a truckload for this wall. So that's, and I got 3 truckloads up there. 2 truckloads on the side of the wall up there that the crew is going to get, and 1 truckload in the yard and up here by the fence. So that's not quite 2, so that leaves 1 1/4 truckloads for this bank, and I may get another truckload. I may get 3 more square meters for on top of that. We'll see how long it's taking them and all that, because it's a lot of work digging this out and mixing the cement, putting the rocks down there. Why not? The main job is getting all them rocks down here. Lord, I've been struggling to get 1 truckload down here. They got 2 truckloads run on the side up there. Then I think I want to get 1 more truckload, because while I got them here, I might as well pack this bank. And all those big rocks that are in the mix up there are those great big ones are too big for these walls. That's the size you want right there. On the bottom, you want a little bit bigger, you know, where the water's gonna be. Really, you can't never tell where the water's gonna be because you don't know where the sand level is. Anyway, the bigger rocks are going in this bank. While the sand is low, I want to build up a good barrier here that will hold the sand in. Like, you know, all those times in the past when the sand got low, as it was building back up, I was adding rocks to it. You can see them embedded in there. I think you can. See it the rocks embedded in that sand? I added all that. All those rocks embedded in there, and when they got ate away, it left these ones that are out exposed. These came from the well, these white rocks. These all came from the well, and I rolled them across this yard when there was no fence yet, or there was no tines in between the fence. It was all open. There was no gate. There was no steps. And I threw them out here. And then after this all got made, I collected all the big rocks I could find on this beach all the time. And I was steadily doing it all the time. And you can see them. Every rock that's here, these big rocks, they all came from me. Not the little ones, but all these big ones I collected up, all those ones up there. And I kept trying to fill this bank up. There's some you don't see yet because all that sand back there was gone last time I did this. But now you see that it's not gone. It's because of that rock bed I laid in here. Everything that you see there has got a pretty thick rock bed holding that sand. Otherwise it'd be gone. If it was a worse storm, it'd just be a pile of rocks here. There would be no sand, it'd just be rocks. But you know, the rocks hold keep it from messing with the base of the fence. And a builder says we got about 3 more feet to get down to the base of, you see the cut right there, down at the bottom of that, there's 3 more feet deep and you're gonna get to the base of this fence. The footing. He said probably 3 more of those hollow blocks down to the bottom of this step base. So it's too close for comfort. We ain't even had a major typhoon, so I don't like it. Who you barking at? You don't know me yet? You don't recognize me yet? Okay, so that's the ticket. I think the dogs are knocking this dirt down. It's not a storm enough. The dogs are climbing up there. Hopefully, this, you know what I'm gonna do is gonna help it. The taproot is still holding that. If any high winds come, this is gonna be gone. Somebody picked almost all the nuts off this tree. There's a few of them up there. Or they fell off. Wow, this is a muddy mess, man. So, Monday the crew is coming. I told him to bring 5 and then plus himself, and we'll get it all just taken care of. Monday morning, I just decided I'm gonna have another truckload of rocks on top of those ones up there. And the crew can, they're just gonna be sad. Oh my gosh, look at all them rocks. They're definitely gonna be sad after they haul all them things down there. But get in a Congo line to throw it down to my fence and throw it over, it'll be all right. Tomorrow, I think I'm gonna get some wood to protect some of my areas there where they're gonna be throwing at. Last time we did this, they threw them over and they rolled, one of the boulders rolled and hit my interior where I got the hollow block just as like a few inches high to keep the main water out from underneath the house. It hit that and chipped it out. We had to repair that. So I might get like a piece of plywood and cover it up, and then after that in the future I can get a load of rock maybe if I want to add to it, and I can do it myself. I just use that wood for the wheelbarrow to go over top of the half a hollow block that I got surrounding underneath the house. I didn't want no water getting under there from rainwater. So that's the plan anyway out here. And you can see the rain is digging a nice little trench right there. It's probably coming down out of the yard now and everything. It's trying to dig these sandbags up. You see that? Anyway. Been out roaming around. I hope this wall don't fall down. There's nothing really, I can't really afford to take care of this property too, but I mean, eventually if it does fall down, they still don't do anything. It's gonna start working on their interior wall there that they built. You know, that ugly wall that separates my property from theirs. You know, that got built before I arrived in the Philippines. That's the first thing they did. Built that wall and the other wall on that side to designate the boundary. So, I don't know. I wish somebody would tell them their fence is laying down on the ground so they could get to working on it before the next typhoon comes and eats their yard away. Because that's right where the waves would start eating at that dirt right there. And that base of this gazebo is what I call it, but that's in danger. It's like 2 feet from the cliff right there. You see that waves already started eating away at it. Start eating up in there. Yeah, and it's going to go get to that corner right there pretty soon. It probably already started getting it wet under there. A couple more high tides and it'll be to this building. They built that for nothing then. Huh. This was probably ate up underneath this before it even fell down. I showed this before. This was a big mistake. Just laying these things on the ground, the steel, and not encasing them in cement. You know, you got to put them on top of rocks. Raise them up off the ground. When you pour the cement in there, it completely encloses that steel. Otherwise, it's going to fail. Anyway, it is what it is. And it's better to build it right, you know, but if you're not living there, like, I don't know if they have a plan on living here. It's just, they come every once in a while and sing karaoke, and it's kind of like a party place. But then one time some nuns came there. One time some singers and drinkers came there. But I don't know. If unless, you know, on the beach, you need to be tending the property, or else it's not going to be a good scenario. There's little things you could do to keep that from happening. They could have, when they first saw that undermining of their fence, like that right there, if they saw it, all they got to do is throw some sandbags, make some sandbags and throw them up there if they can't afford to do anything. They got free sand right here, fill some bags up, stuff them under there and keep this wall from falling down. I don't know. The wall is so bad, I would just build another wall, but deeper. 10 feet deeper than that one is. Well, you know, mine is about, I'd say, deeper than that footing right there. Mine is about 5 feet deeper than that. And keep in mind, you know, that 5 feet of sand is 6 feet deeper than that one. And then 4 feet of sand is disappeared off the beach. Normally, you see this first step right here. Normally, those hollow blocks right there and that first solid row right there that you see are covered. And that first white one is covered up except for up to the surface, 1 inch below the surface. You can barely still see the line where it used to be right here. That's where the sand used to be. See, some of the sand is still up there. See that? That's sand left over from when the sand used to be this high, this high. But then, you know, the first storm came and the sand came down to here and it stayed there for a while. Oh. Falling over backwards. Anyway, I'm out. It's shower time. You know, I've been riding around all day, supplying the store with my wife. And yesterday I hauled rocks a lot. I still got to haul some rocks down here by the fence. Tomorrow's Sunday. And then I want to haul all the rest of them that they're all off the top, I believe, up there. Almost all of them. Just a couple up there. Mainly the big ones that they're going to have to deal with anyway. I need 2 people to take one of them rocks up. I ain't going to kill my back, you know. And so then mostly I just got to get the ones off the ground down there that I threw off the edge in the wheelbarrow and bring them down here by the fence so they'll be ready to go Monday morning. And then, of course, you know, oh yeah, Sunday in America, oh yeah. I don't get to watch the game until Monday morning. So the crew will be here, so I'll be interfered with. You know, I'm going to have to get them going, and then I'll go watch the game late. So in case it starts raining, look behind me. I think it's getting closer. Closer and closer. So thanks for tuning in to 62 to Freedom. And hang with me. The worst typhoons are coming in November and December. They stop going up by Manila and they start coming closer to here. Let's hope they don't. Let's hope they don't, though. Let's hope they don't. I said that 3 times. Magic. Yeah, let's hope the storms don't come this way. But, you know, there's less typhoons in November, December. But they change trajectory. Their path is different. And they start coming closer to Panay Island. That's why I'm trying to get this ready. While the sand is low, I don't want it to come back right yet, which it takes a full moon cycle to bring it back. That's what they tell me, locals. So, you guys take it easy. I'll see you on the flip-flop. But tomorrow's Monday. Tomorrow's Sunday. And I got to get all these rocks left to get to the fence. You see the ones out there that I just showed you earlier that I already hauled out there. Then I got to get these left right here. Oh, that's still part of the first truckload. 3 square cubics, and you know that couldn't be them all. So I'm going to get this wheelbarrow full. And this is where I threw them up the carried them down the driveway and threw them off right here. Look at this minefield. It divoted up my yard too, so that's not a good thing either. I'm gonna have to level this back out because, and another thing that happened, I gotta fix tomorrow. Not only do I gotta carry all this, I gotta fix this clothesline that I hit with a rock. I think it was only a medium roller like that one, but it broke it. Broke it loose right here. So anyway, that's a lot of stuff to do, but I'm gonna do all of it tomorrow. First, I'm gonna fix this clothesline because they're gonna need it when the house helper comes Monday. Right away she puts a couple loads of clothes out so they have plenty of time to dry. And then this is the wall that, once that other section of wall down there falls, it's going to start working on the corner of this wall down there. And I'm sure if it's a bad storm, it's not going to take it long. It's going to infiltrate that corner. Then it's going to allow it to infiltrate my yard. Then I'm going to have to make my own wall right there. At least partially on that corner. Make a solid, make a forms right there to shield from the brunt of storms that come up right there. Oh well. Cross that bridge when I come to it. Am I still talking? Huh. The storm didn't come. It kind of went sideways over there. Huh. Unless it went up this beach. Oh yeah, that might be it over there. Went up that way. Cool. I see they cleared it out some over there near that bamboo. I saw them cut some bamboo down. They may have needed it for something. Use it. That's what it's for. So, a lot of work to do tomorrow. Just rest now. Rest and have a good night. Yeah.
The fan's on over there.
I know. Put it on. Because I'm going to watch TV, but I started taking pictures and stuff. Video. But...
You know that comes out of your college fund.
Huh?
You know that comes out of your college fund.
Hey, we beat the NFC champion.